Hi, I'm Lori.
And I'm Kevin.
And this is December 2014 at Wednesday Night Hop, week 3 of Level 1. So we were continuing with our Charleston basics. We reviewed some stuff which you can look at the previous video. But for this class, we worked a little bit about the styling that we can add onto our 20s and 30s Charleston. So one of the things, I'm going to go ahead and put this on, okay? So the first thing that we worked on is a 20s styling called crossbody kicks. So our regular 20s Charleston looks like this. Tap together. And this is not a lead move, but the lead or the follow can decide to do a crossbody kick at any point that they'd like to. So I can revert back to taps, and the lead can just do the kicks. Or I can kick, and he can just do his taps. Yeah, so this happens on the forward motion of our basics. So we replace the forward tap with the crossbody kick, and you do want to keep your shoulders squared off with one another. It really is just a slight twist in the hips to kick, not your partner. Yeah, so it's to the side. And you're always going to be kicking with your right foot, which is your forward momentum foot. All right, and then we did the windmills.
Oh yeah, so we talked about... Oh, we did mention that this arm in this is purely decorative. Does nothing. And then we did the windmills.
So the windmills. So the windmills happen on a backward momentum foot, which means it's going to be your left foot. So we replace the tap on the back with a windmill, which means that we step with our weight on our right foot. We're going to kick our left foot across, up, and down, and then we place weight on that left foot. And it is going to be a kick and down. Don't try to control it at every point around. Otherwise, you'll end up with kind of a weird square thing. It's better just to let your joint feel loose and kick into the right side of your body to make that circle happen. You can practice this. It is kind of a strange thing to do, so it takes a little bit of practice to get right. But that happens on the backward momentum. So if we resume our 20s frame, here we go. We're going to do our tap together, kick together, tap together, kick together, tap together, kick together, tap together, kick together. And once again, this is a move that you do on your own volition. This is not led in any way. And notice that we take turns. So you can combine that with the kicks. You can do kicks, you can do windmills, you can do both. It's really up to you. It's a style that you can choose. So then we move to our 30s side-by-side position, and we talked about a good lead and follow connection. Yes, notice how snuggled we are next to each other. Notice that I am draped on his arm. You don't want this kind of, oh, we're kind of dancing with each other kind of thing, because there's no connection, there's no communication. When we have a good snuggle like this, we can tell when the other person has a body that's moving back or forward. Yes? And this is how we indicate to our follow that we're going to be staying in one position for a while. So notice how the V in our frame changes depending on what the lead wants to have happen. This also coincides with a change in connection. He tells me that something different is going to happen by snuggling me just a little bit closer, and I'm trying to follow and talk at the same time. Just a little bit closer to tell me that something different is going to happen. Yes. What else were we going to say about that? Taps. So you can do taps on the outside foot and on the inside foot. Yes. And when you have your inside foot, it helps, but it's not required, to have your hips connected here, so that so that it rotates out just a little bit when we tap. Yeah, and that weight is going to be on your back leg. There was a good question about whether or not you lean back. It's not really a lean. Imagine if you're going to put on 2 feet, your shoulders over your hips over your feet. If you move to one leg, notice how you shift slightly, shoulders, hips, foot. That's what's happening here. So, if you were split weight, you'd be shoulders, hips, feet. But if you're on the back leg, it's shoulders, hips, foot. Yes? All right. That's it.
And I think that's about all we had talked about. We had mentioned some of the finer points about leading and following and whatnot. But that's it for the bulk of the class. Thank you guys very much for coming, and hope to see you guys back again.